Poison on the urge. Hatfield's home for rock. I'm Willie the Kid, and there is nothing you can do about it.
Hidden Horrors is the name of this special edition of Siskel and Ebert. And since we've given thumbs down to so many horror films over the years, we thought it might be time to talk about some of the scary and supernatural films that we actually admire.
Scary picture, the kind that does have you looking over your shoulder during the movie. I was actually scared by this picture.
Did you actually look over your shoulder?
Yes, I did. This shoulder
that
right
shoulder,
here.
the right shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay, it's nice to know that.
We'll be back with reviews of more new movies, and until then, the balcony is closed.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the JEFFMAN316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JEFFMAN316. That's me. Yeah, if you saw me, I had a little accident right before I came on the air. I hit myself in the head with something. So hopefully my hat won't irritate it, but it's hurt like hell. So I know we already got a few people in the house, so let's acknowledge them. So hopefully YouTube, you'll acknowledge me as your pop culture reporter. Rick is always usually the first one here. Appreciate you, Rick. Rick stopped by Friday night when I was interviewing Steve Merlo, so I appreciated him supporting me doing that. So what's going on, Minecraft? Bolds, how you doing? He said hi, ho, hi. Rick said he's good when I was talking to him. Doug says hello, everybody. What's up, Doug? Just watched today and just got done watching Innkeepers about a half hour ago. Innkeepers is not bad either. Innkeepers has got, we can talk about it later, it's got one of the main actors in it I like. So Kim Pope, I thought we taught you not to dive for those Dollar Tree movies. I wished it was. No, it was the giant stack of Dollar Tree movies that I had stacked up. I'm making a joke though. And then I went to pull one out of it to do a video, and it smashed me in the head. So I'm just kidding. No, actually, I'll tell you what it was before we start the movie. I've already told a bunch of you guys there on the stream, but I have been selling a lot of my action figures and stuff, switching over, basically just buying, movies and physical media now. And so I had some Star Wars ships, not vintage ones, some from about 1990 or whatever. And one of them was in the box, but it was apart. And I was pulling it off a shelf and I was going to price it. And I didn't know the flap opened up and literally the damn thing slammed me right into the forehead. So I got all these Star Wars laser cannons and everything like sticking in my forehead. It bled for a while, but I'm okay. And he said hello. So appreciate you guys stopping by. Hey, Ken, you were talking about that. A lot of people have been asking me about those digital codes for Dollar Tree movies. I just recorded right before I came on the air a video. No, I recorded it Friday night right before I went on there with Steve, a video. So watch for that. And I got a couple other Dollar Tree things getting ready to post on the channel. So, and look, I can't remember which hand it is. Look, I updated the logo. It's X instead of Twitter, but I saved it in case they switch back, that bastard. You as well, Rick, going to see the last voyage of I don't know how you pronounce that, Demeter. I've heard some really bad things about that. One person I trust said it was really good, and two other people said it was boring. So I think I'll skip that one for now. But either way, so tonight's movie, and Doug already got my popcorn ready, and I'm not turning any more lights on. So hopefully, if I'm dimly lit, it's okay, man. It's hot as hell. Tonight's movie was Scott here? Scott said, hey, brother, what's the movie tonight? Scott, are you here? Appreciate you stopping by if you are. How'd you click on the link without knowing what the movie was? The movie is The House of the Devil. It's from 2009. It's rated R, and it's an hour and 35 minutes. I'm going to read you the description off the Internet Movie Database. In 1983, financially struggling college student Samantha Hughes takes a strange babysitting job that coincides with a full lunar eclipse. Woo. She slowly realizes her clients harbor a terrifying secret, putting her life in mortal danger. Hey, what's up, Gary? Appreciate you stopping by. Hi there from the UK. Holy shit. So you're like 5 hours ahead. So is it like 3 a.m. there? I had somebody that worked for me that went to the UK and then he worked remotely for a while. So it was weird. We were always 5 hours off. So that's how I remembered that. I've got it on, we're doing it on Tubi. So I always like Doug and I to sync up because here lately I've had different commercials on mine than some of you guys. So, but hopefully we'll sync up. Like I said, it's only an hour and a half, hour and 35 minutes. So we'll go ahead and get it started here in a minute. And that way it'll be over before midnight. So we'll talk about the movie once it starts. Yeah, 3 a.m. So I appreciate you taking time out of the middle of your night to drop by and talk movies with us. So either way, if anybody's ready, I'm going to go ahead and do the countdown in a second and we'll get it started. I got to make sure my earbuds are working because I don't want to get a copyright claim right off the bat. They've been hitting my videos with limited ad revenue because of my language. So F them. I'm not going to say the F word yet. But I did hear the guys that we watch a movie say that don't say anything vulgar within the first couple minutes or they'll flag it immediately. I got the Frankenstein stuff, Spirit Halloween. I might do a video. I got a Frankenstein rug, mask, door cover, and sign. That's cool. I went into Spirit Halloween. They did not have what I was looking for, but I did buy something. Are they going to keep doing coupons? The coupon that was online where it says it ran out today, are they going to do more? Because that's going to be crap if they only do one coupon to start you out. Ready, set, go. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Well, shit, I didn't even have mine go. Let's go. So, if you guys haven't seen this movie, Doug, what did you think of it? It's a slow burn, if you ask me, which is fine. I don't mind those. I always liked that little computer thing that just played their intro. During the 80s and 70s of American adults believed in the existence of abusive satanic cults. Another 30% rationalized the lack of evidence due to government cover-ups. The following is based on unexplained events. So it, like I said, it's a pretty slow burn. I like the 80s vibe of it. I like the music. 80s vibe. It's according to the Internet Movie Database, it's set in 1983. We'll go over. It's made by Ty West. If you didn't know, he made Pearl. He made X, two of my favorite movies. He made a movie called The Sacrament, which is also pretty good. Doug mentioned he made the excuse me. The Innkeepers, which is a pretty good movie. And then he made this. I don't know what else he's made. Has he made anything out, of importance? Never heard of these studios before in the beginning. I was expecting more. They really didn't explain the disfigured person or the so-called mother. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it's supposed to be unexplained. It's supposed to, keep it where it's scary. It's similar to like the way the pacing and everything of the way an 80s movie would be. It's a bit part here. It's at the beginning. We got Dee Wallace or Dee Wallace Stone, whichever one you want to know her as. I used to love Dee Wallace. I love Cujo. She's in a bunch of other movies, obviously, but yeah, I used to love her in the 80s. I'm going to be in a horror movie as a victim. What's the horror movie? Do we know? Can we know what it is? Oh, Cody that usually is here. He's going to be in a horror movie as well. He's been in a couple already, but Dee Wallace was in first he made House of the Devil first, he made X and Pearl. I don't think House of the Devil was his first movie, was it? I'm looking. He made short films up until then. He made something called The Roost. This was, I think, his first like big movie. Blood Axe Murders. That's a cool name. My Life's a Horror Movie. LOL. Just kidding. He made Cabin Fever 2, Spring Fever, which is hot garbage. Then he made The Innkeepers. He did one of the shorts within the first VHS movie. He also did one of the shorts in the ABCs of Death. I like his 80s jam here at the beginning of going into it. Yeah, I like that. I like that music. He did a movie in a Valley of Violence. And if everybody didn't know, Greta Gerwig is Megan, her friend, is the director of Barbie, which is probably the movie that Cody went to see after he saw the Meg. Yeah, howdy. What's going on, man? So Ty West has directed a bunch of TV episodes. Then he made X and Pearl, and then he's making Maxine. Yeah, I really dig his 80s music here. The theme here. This is pretty classic from the 80s where they zoom in on somebody and then pause. So he's trying to get the style down right. You know, he did the 70s with X. He had already done the 80s here. What did you think of Barbie, Cody, when you saw Barbie? Can you buy this soundtrack? I kind of like it. But the actress, before we get into this, since you got this whole opening thing here, has been in a couple movies that I like that I'll mention to you. Jocelyn Donahue, I think she's a cutie. I'll go back in time to around the time this movie came out. So after she did this, she was in a movie. She was in Insidious Chapter 2 as young Lorraine. I'm trying to think of the movie that I'm thinking of is The Frontier. I bought that during my last, I think, Kino sale. She was in Furious 7 as an advisor, but the next movie that I saw her in that I liked was she was in one of the clips from the movie, the anthology movie Holidays, which was good. She was in a movie called Dead Awake, which was good. She was in All the Creatures Were Stirring. I Trapped the Devil. She was in Doctor Sleep. She was in a movie Off Season, which is was a Shudder movie that I kind of liked. So she's done quite a bit of B-level horror. You haven't seen Barbie? Yeah, sure you haven't seen Barbie. Your Tom Noonan stars as Mr. Ullman. He was famous for his role in the Monster Squad as Frankenstein. What else was he famous for? Yep. He was in Manhunter, the movie I liked, which was the the Silence of the Lambs story there. He was the Red Dragon. So they remade that as Red Dragon. Obviously, Doug and I were talking about that before. I like Manhunter better than Red Dragon. The only parts I like better of Red Dragon are the ones where Anthony Hopkins plays Hannibal Lecter, but Brian Cox did not do a bad job as Hannibal Lecter. Give me your 1 or 2 sentence review of Meg. Meg 2. I've already posted my review. Obviously, it was decent, but I expected way more. So our heroine picks a tag off of the babysitter needed board with very little information on there other than just babysitter needed. Calling from the ye old payphones. We know that this was in the 80s. Yeah, the Last Action Hero, he was the killer with the axe. That was pretty cool. I liked him. He has a unique look, so he probably is perfect to play like villains like that. He should have done more. Yeah, I agree. I think if you watch my review, that's pretty much what I say. After that first fight sequence, basically the next 30 to 40 minutes is the slow parts. So how do you have all those meg, octopus, everything in there, and you have that much dead air where nothing really happens? Too much plot, man. Chop out half of that shit instead of a 2-hour movie, make it an hour and a half. Keep all the 30 minutes at the end, and it would have been awesome. Sometimes too much movie is too much. So he called her right back. I'm assuming he star 69 her ass. One of them was supposedly bigger. Just so you know, the one of the Megs, the main one, was the one they captured after the first one. And there is one of the Megs that was a little bit bigger, supposedly, than the other ones. I guess he's the one that's going to father the child that'll be in the next movie. So he gave her very little information on that phone call. So would she worry? The main characters of most horror movies do stupid stuff. But she needs the money, so I could see where she would probably be desperate. You haven't met her friend yet, which is Greta Gerwig, and she's, like I said, the one that directed Barbie. So she could go into her own room now, because I guess it's past time I can say what I want. Her roommate wasn't fucking this time. There is no way I could live in that filth. And the dude's still laying there. He came over to get the old rub and tug, I guess. He's smiling at her. He's probably like, hey, baby, come on over. Did it say what part of the country is it supposed to be in? At least they got an actress that still kind of looks young and kind of believable as a college student. Got the bells ringing. I don't know, you're skipping ahead, but they would have found a way. Blunt force trauma way, man. I mean, look what he did to the girl. The other girl. She's got her 80s bangs rocking. Man, I used to hate those earphones. You keep them too long, man. Those things on the outside basically dry rot on you, fall apart, start crumbling apart. The first Xbox had earphones just like that. It was garbage. I remember when I went to sell it, yeah, the headphones were basically useless. No, I know that. What I'm saying is, though, they would have done something to just go ahead and capture her. They weren't going to let the plan. Once she's in the house, she ain't getting out the house. That dude has been a bad guy, villain type in a bunch of movies too. We'll talk about that once we get to it. But I could see a lot of people. I like it just because of the atmosphere and the feel of the 80s. But I could see where a lot of people would think this is like too slow of a movie. It's kind of funny they're eating this shitty pizza here, and then she orders a pizza. All right, so that's Greta Gerwig. That's your creator there of Barbie. I wonder if she knew back then she would be making a movie that's going to make $1 billion. I wonder how much she got paid to direct that thing. They talk about how bad this pizza is, but then she just munching along. She already eaten one whole piece. She's like, I'm going to make Barbie. We're going to be rolling in the dough. Dude, I'd be scarfing up her dad's money like in a heartbeat. I don't know. I haven't seen her in ages, man. Give me a second. I'll Google it. Well, there's pictures of her now. How you like them apples? So that's her. She basically looks the same, just gained a little weight. There she is. Basically, almost still got her same 80s hairdo. Fix that hair, should be look pretty good. Yeah, she does. She aged like fine wine. Yep. You drink her up, bro. I never liked stocking hats like that damn thing she's got on. Yeah, this person one has to go. I roomed with two rugby players and we didn't have that much shit laying around in the room. That person is nasty. Look, her side of the room is clean. Man, you're gonna get like roaches and shit. This is like the 80s. Nasty. I don't remember. Is this when she goes in the bathroom crying? That girl over there snoring. She fucking sawing logs. Hey, Sensational Cinema. How you doing? Appreciate you coming in. Hit a like on the video if you don't mind. Dude, I knew you were going to ask that one if she's done nudity. Which one? This girl or the other one? Look it up. I know you got your Mr. Skin subscription live. Look it up. Tell us where we can see her boobies. She's in there crying in the bathroom. To answer the big question, has she ever been nude? Yes, she has. I figured that's who you were talking about. Greenberg, you can see her breastises. A movie called Nights and Weekends. A movie called Baghead. Hannah Takes the Stairs. So basically everything she did back then leading up to this, she was nude. Shame on her. She put the women's movement back 20 years so she didn't have to go run and make Barbie. I keep missing your lives. Glad I was able to say hi and give you a like. I appreciate you coming by. That means a lot. Thank you. I know anybody that's on here now, if you didn't watch it, please support me and go back and watch the interview I did Friday night. We didn't have a lot of live participation, but right now they got it marked as limited ad revenue. I might go back and edit out the beginning intro. I had some violence from one of his movies. Steve Merlo did a Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan film, and I might have to edit that out and resubmit it. But yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. This girl had the easiest part ever. Everyone, Doug does not like shave, does not like full bush. Maybe she's a woman of the 80s before they did all that. I was listening to a joke that reminded me of that. I like, what is on you? Anybody here when you have voicemail, either on your cell phone or on your, if you've got a regular phone, do you put your name on there? I have to do it on my work one, obviously, but as far as my, when I had, an answer machine on my home line, I just let it default to the normal one, which is basically that, like a generic one. And the joke was, you can tell when somebody leaves their full name on their voicemail, they must have good credit because they don't care if anybody finds them. We all know your opinion on the clean shaved or not, Doug. I'm glad you got it out there in the ether, though. Now it's like out there forever on YouTube, so everybody will know it. People will do desperate things when they need money. I think this girl's cute. She's a really good actress, and some of the other stuff she's done, she's really good too. I've got an ad break starting in 8 seconds, but it says I only have one. Is anybody else getting ready to get an ad? And it's an ad for Samsung phones. And this ad break is sponsored by Doug and his clean shaved bush. Or at least his want for one. We need to start a what do you call it? Kickstarter to get Doug laid. You have 7 ads? Mine didn't tell me at the beginning. That says I got 3. Once I come back, I'm going to pause it and you let me know when you're back. Doug wants to get laid by a lady with a Bride of Frankenstein wig. That'd be your dream, wouldn't it? An OnStar commercial. I've never seen one of those on there. This ad is sponsored by, ad break sponsored by Muff Divers. Mine's on 4. 4 out of 7. Well, I'm on 3 out of 3. I'll pause it when it comes back. All right, I'm paused. You can let me know when you're back. In the meantime, I'll have a drink. So cheers, everybody. Like the commercials, you really got to get that in there. So we're gonna have to decide what we're gonna watch next week. It's funny how the amount of people that vote does not equate to the amount of people that come here and watch. Unless people just slide in and out. That's what she said. And they don't tell me. You like black hair, like goth, or blondes, or girls with braces. You got like some fetishes going on there. Like we had, like basically, we get about 50 votes when I do these polls. 65% pick this movie, 18% pick Contracted, and only 16% picked Pickaxe. It's funny how I get that many votes, but I don't get that many people in the live stream. Tell me when you're back, and I'll start this beast back up. So you're back already? Yeah, she's in the car. So they're talking about on the radio the lunar eclipse. Shit, I got a big mouth and I missed it. I got drink on me. This is the Michael Myers shirt I got at Walmart. Walmart's got a pretty good selection of shirts. I was thinking about recording it next time I went in there to let people see what shirts they got. Jabib. Where's Jabib? Is that a real place? You got the same one? That's cool. I like this print. You know, when I first saw somebody online have it, I didn't like it. And then when I saw it in person, I really liked it. It almost looks like a black light shirt. I wonder if that would work. Have you shined a black light on it yet? You wish yours would get more monster stuff? So I went in Spirit Halloween, like I was telling you. Picked up a couple things. I got a couple of the Halloween bobbleheads because one of them just recently sold on eBay for like $100 and some. Those are one of them's hard to find. But the reason I did it was because I don't know whether that coupon, they're 20% off, and I don't know whether the coupon is going to last past this week or not. I did sign up in the store for them to email me another one that expires in October. So with that one expiring in October, I'm worried that the coupon codes may not be. I used to, if there was like 5 things I wanted in Spirit Halloween, it's literally the stores on my way home from work. I would go by there like once a day for a week and just buy them individually and get 20% off of each thing. But I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that. So it sucks. I probably won't buy as much if that's the case. I don't want to pay full price. Anybody know if the song is playing on the radio? Is it a real song? I know the main little dance that she does in here is to a real song. But other than that, I don't know. I thought that transition was cool from that tree. What kind of car is that? Is it BMW? Her family's got money, so I'd have just took the loan from her, man. I'd have got her dad to send me some money. You said no, you got one. What do you got? One what? You got a black light shining on there? I got a black light flashlight, but I don't. I'd have to get up and turn the lights off. I'm not gonna do that. They got their '80s high ass high waist jeans on. If you look at anything up now that's got Jocelyn Donahoe in it, Donahoe, is it Donahoe? She looks almost exactly the same. What kind of fucking greeting is this? This dude is creepy as hell. She would get bad vibes, man. There's no way after that intro that anybody would enter that house. No way. Plus, he's like fucking Lurch. Hey, Doug, you're big into that stuff. Did you know the guy that played Lurch also played the Bionic Bigfoot on $6 Million Man when Andre wasn't there to do it? Oops. You were just looking for Frankenstein stuff? Mine didn't have any tumblers, lunchbox, metal tins, or some of the deadly art. PJ sets. Well, mine is only about 75% finished stocking. So, to me, my stores have never been open this early before. So, not exactly. He is kooky. He's like, I'm not a teacher exactly. I'm not an astronomer exactly. What are you exactly? Is what I would say. Is when she eats that candy, man. That reminds me, like my grandmother used to have like those candy dishes set out, and I used to even back then think, how long has this fucking candy been laying here, man? Like, well, when I was a kid, I probably didn't say the word fucking in my head. I was just like, well, how long is this old ass candy in there? Um, should I eat it? Should I not? You try it. It's kind of stale, but you eat it anyway. He's like, oh, good. I only have one. I only have room for one sacrifice tonight. I don't have room for two. Hey, Doug, you proud? I at least remembered to put the crawl down there. If anybody comes by, they should know we're watching House of the Devil. Chat and watch along. Like, comment, subscribe. Please send super chats or cash out to JEFFMAN316. And she's going to get bored and start eating some of that nasty ass hard candy. That's a pretty big old house. I guess that's called the parlor she's sitting in. She's like, not that one. You just wish he played lunch and Wednesday. You mean lurch? Yeah, that would be cool. She's like, give me something other than that nasty ass piece I just got. That one's better. See, she's now gonna scarf down all the ones that she likes. This is when the reveal happens. She's like, what? And she's like, I got fixed up and everything for this. I got my fucking high as hell waisted 80s jeans on. I got my flannel type shirt on. I got my bangs combed and curled and parted for you. And then you're going to fuck me over by not even having a kid. Pain and agony. Of course, it's a bit awkward. You lied about it. Well, at least he's got a legit response. I give him credit for that. When I told her the truth, she said, no way. Did any of you guys that come on here put in the comments if you watched my review of Meg 2? I'm trying to decide whether I want to do more reviews on the channel. You know, I don't get a ton of views on my reviews. I mean, some of them have been like sub 100. But I will say, man, I've already got like over 200 views of that video. And like, it looks like some of my stuff is actually catching on. Like, I almost got 500 views on my weekly movie hunt. His mannerism was off putting. I wouldn't have stuck around. Well, here's the problem I have with it. He's offering her $300. I think she's going to bump him up to $400. If she didn't have that girl's offer from her father in her back pocket, I would say that she would have no reason but to take this. But knowing that that girl said that she could try to get the money from her father, I would have went that route first. I didn't, because even though it was not a spoiler, I wanted to wait until I saw the movie. Well, just please at least watch it after. Put a comment under too, if you don't mind, even if it's "suck it, Jeff." I think I'd like to get in a pattern where I try to review something like once a week, but I don't know that I want to do theatrical because nobody watches my shit but theatrical. I've gotten more views when I do like other weird stuff. So I think I'm going to go the route I told you, Cody, and I'm going to start reviewing some of the B movie stuff. I waited until I got the Cocaine Crabs where I was going to do that review of all the cocaine movies. So it's weird how my Hatchet 3 live stream didn't get a lot of views, but they left it for all audiences. My Victor Crowley, which is basically Hatchet 4, they marked it as it's not suitable for all ads. What kind of bullshit is that? It looks like I'm getting a little bit of traction lately. Yeah, I still need to watch it too, and that's why I haven't done that review series I was talking about. I mean, I'm kind of proud that I'm starting to get a little traction on some of my hunt videos and stuff. I mean, I almost got 800 on my Dollar General. I almost got 900 on my Dollar Tree. Sometimes I crack over 1,000. I've gotten 500 almost on my Pee Wee Herman tribute. I thought I did a pretty good job on that video. What'd you guys think of that one? 700 on my Big Lots. That little skit I did of Adrian Barbeau, I got like almost 1,500. All right, here's where you meet this guy that I was talking about. He's a pretty decent little character actor. Let me see if I can find his name before he pops up on here. AJ Bowen. Did you decide if you're going to get that exclusive Loot Fright inspired Burger King? No, I don't think I'm going to get it. I got the vintage one, man. I mean, I done already bought so much shit. That guy there, he's a pretty good supporting actor, like character actor. He's in You're Next. He's in a movie that I was going to ask you guys. He's in The Sacrament, which is a Ty West movie as well. He's in Satanic Panic. I feel the moonshine kicking in a little bit. He's in Teenage Cocktail. Have you guys seen that? I recommend that. He's in The Frontier, which has got the same chick that's in this. He's in The Guest. I can't find the movie I'm thinking about. Hold on a second, I'll tell you. There it is. Rites of Spring. Have you guys seen a horror movie called Rites of Spring? He looks like Onyx the Fortuitous, or however you say his name. Doug, you always usually get the quote of the night. That's it, probably right there. Dude, he just blew her brains out. And we're just going to put the car in gear and let it roll here. And then he gets in. Dude is so slick. He gonna take the fucking burning cigarette right out of the dead woman's hand and gonna smoke it. Man, that is cold, harsh, grim. He's got no soul, smoking a dead woman's cigarette. Half your payment in advance, and here's a little more in case you want to buy some jeans that are not so high-assed. In a couple decades, women will wear low-ass riding jeans, and you won't need those anymore. We're going to look at a Red Dragon exhibit tonight. She's a cutie. He's reinforcing subconsciously the need for her to order that pizza. Two shakes of a lamb's tail. I thought my grandmother and mother were the only ones that said that until I heard that in this movie. Did anybody's mother or grandmother say two shakes of a lamb's tail? I'll be back quickly if you didn't know what that meant. A lot of people in my family back in the day had that damn ashtray right there. That's at the end of the couch. So he did a good job of making the setting like really 80s vibe. Onyx the Fortuitous. Jeff the Intoxicated. Nice to meet you, Onyx. What difference would it make when she's standing there listening or not? And here comes the lady of the house, the back way. This is Mary Woronov. She was born in 1943. She's got a weird, unique look to her. She was in Eating Raoul, which is the movie I thought about. She was also in Death Race 2000 and Rock and Roll High School. So I think they picked her because of that. She's in some camp classics. Holy shit, she was in Devil's Rejects. And Looney Tunes back in action. I won't hold that against her. Mhm. She's out to lunch. I don't love the heat. It's fucking too hot right now. It was like 90 degrees again today. I'm ready for it to cool down. I always tell everybody I love September is my birthday. I was talking to Doug and we were talking about around my birthday, which is like the third week of September. I'm going to watch Jaws. Is now all four Jaws movies are on Tubi, and we're going to watch Jaws one week as the movie because since that's my favorite movie. Says he's coming out with a movie this year. Comes out October 19th. All the boys like her. A fine young beauty like you. I remember when I was your age back 50 fucking years ago. Here we go. I was looking at some of the other people that starred in this. This has got a pretty small cast, but they did a good job of picking people. Title is Onyx the Fortuitous and the Talisman of Souls. It's a fucking good ass title, man. Let's get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Ain't that right, baby? You only have to go up and wipe her ass one time during the night and change your bedpan once. I've wondered. Mother only shits the bed every so often. So, if you were in this big ass house and he's like, order pizza, order pizza, order pizza. She's like, is there nothing to eat in this fucking house? But if you were in this big ass house, would you do like her and um, go exploring? That was a good shot, Doug. You should like it showing her ass. I can't keep your shit on the screen. Fledgling occultist Onyx and a group of worshippers attend a once in a lifetime ritual at the mansion of their idol, Bartok the Great synopsis. Oh, Bartok the Great synopsis. Sorry. I've got an ad coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I got 3 ads. You got any ads, Doug? So we're in how far are we into this bitch? I don't remember. I like when the ads were as short as that. That was like a damn few minutes. So since we got an ad, we'll talk about it. Did you guys know there is an Arrow movie sale that's going on Barnes and Noble, which means probably Amazon's matching it, 50% off. And then there's also a Shout Select sale on the Shout Factory website. Doesn't look like it's a lot of horror titles, but it's a lot of the Shout Select stuff. So take advantage of that. I did last time they had a sale, and I don't really need anything this time, but these are really short commercials for me. I'm almost back now. We're at 45. So we're about halfway through this thing. And it's a pretty slow burn, but at least it's interesting. Like, I mean, it's got interesting characters. So I'm back. Showing you for the outside of the house here. They did a nice job of picking this house. Got a lot of character to it. This is when she, I think, starts she getting paranoid trying to call her friend. So you got to remember, this is pretty cool because it's in the days before cell phones when everybody was reachable everywhere they are. I like your answer machine too. Hello? Oh, I'm not actually here. Gotcha. Does anybody back in the day, did they let that sink drip that much? I mean, you'd wasted like a damn gallon of water in a day letting that sink drip like that. I've got like super hearing. I think I'm like a superhero when it comes to that. So if I was in the bathroom, I mean, if I was in the bed and I heard the bathroom sink dripping into the sink, I remember one time we had a drip and I had to put a towel in there because I could hear it dripping while I was trying to sleep until we got somebody out to fix it. You can pre-order Cujo now from Amazon if you don't want to order from Kino Lorber. I never order new titles from Kino Lorber ever. I just did my Kino order unboxing, Doug. So check out my video this week when it posts, please. I got a couple 4K titles. One I actually told you I probably wasn't going to buy. I cracked down and bought it because they had it for half price. Water out of the sink nowadays is nasty. She got that water up at the sink. I bet that shit tastes like, probably might have been good back then. Water out of the tap might not have been too bad. Or is it just because our tastes have changed? I remember drinking out of the hose outside when I was a kid. And now I can't stand drinking out the tap, especially at work. Oh my God, the water at work is nasty. Pizza, man. That's like copyright infringement. Isn't that back in the day it was Little Caesars? Man, that's a long ass cord. Extra anchovies. Medium and large. C and 30. She's like, well, I wanted it quicker. I was hoping you would Chuck Willery that motherfucker and be like, we'll be back and we'll be there in 2 and 2. You remember when Chuck Willery would do 2 and 2? Do you even know who Chuck Willery is? Dark as hell up in that house. So she's going around turning some lights on. Got to get some lights on up in there. When does she start dancing to the Fix? Isn't that coming up? There's only one Kino movie that I didn't pre-order that I was mad because when Amazon got it in stock, it was like so expensive. It was more than what it should have been. And then luckily I was able to get it during the Kino sale. I'm not going to tell you what it was. So guess the movie when you see it was a 4K. I'll give you that. There's 3 4Ks that I bought and that I unboxed in there. One of them was hard to get on Amazon at first. Doug, I always said, what is your mentality for wanting to pre-order stuff? Because the last couple of times I've pre-ordered things, I don't get them in advance. And to me, if I could just get it from Amazon or Best Buy, what's the benefit of pre-ordering it? Unless you're going to get swag with it. Doug has sent me some photos. It better not be of your junk. You unsent a message. Who do you think you are? Well, it must have been your junk. I don't want to see that. Frankenstein, It's Alive. What is that? That looks kind of cool. Is that a poster? A tin? What is that next thing? Doormat? That's kind of cool. I didn't see that doormat in my store. That is pretty neat. I like that. And so that Frankenstein, was that one of the like half masses and a full mass that goes over your whole head, is it? Yeah, they didn't have any of that stuff in my store yet. So you're lucky. She all looking out the windows. It's a sign, it's alive. Just so you know, my other phone read the text that you sent. I kind of like it, man. It's pretty fucking cool. Check that out. That's pretty cool. Is that laying on your bed sheet? What is that laying in? Where are you at? You're not masturbating while we're watching this, are you? This is the part gets it's a little slow for me right here. Got a goldfish up in here. Like a lot of people, I think this is the part they wouldn't like because it's kind of slow. What is that big cowboys and engines shit in the background? Can you say that now? I can't say engines. There's no engines on there. Well, I'm guessing there's probably some somewhere on there. Did I just get canceled because I said Indians or engines? I said engines. I feel like I've said engines like way too many times. Is that like the Redskins? Am I gonna get canceled? If I'm gonna get canceled, I might as well just go all out and say I'm not calling them little people. I'm gonna call them midgets. Somebody needs to notify like the world when they take words away, so you don't get a make you don't make people offended of you. You took the pics from my bed. Has my trick or treat Sam blanket from Spirit Halloween last year. Oh, that's the blankie that Doug likes to cuddle up with. Damn, that's like a whole fucking loft up in there, up in the top of that thing she's like looking out of. You could like rent that out as an apartment. Here we go. She's getting her pre iPod out, a Walkman. Was anybody here old enough to have a Walkman? She really thinks she's gonna try to study up in here. She's like, man, this would be perfect time to smoke some Mary Jane, some marijuana. One of you guys that has a camera needs to come on here live with me one night and talk about these movies we watch. Hey, Doug, I've never asked you. Oh, I don't want to say your last name on here. When the thing reads your last name back to me, I wonder if it's really how it's supposed to be pronounced. No, I like to lay on it because it's the softest blanket I've had. Yeah, I've got some of those throws, man. Blanket throws, whatever you want to call them. My wife calls them throws. I've got a Friday the 13th, a Halloween one, a Jaws one. I used to have one hanging on the back of this chair, but it looks better when I don't have anything on here. You have 3 commercials? I don't have any commercials. Let me pause it real quick, man. I've got they're on the news and they're talking about I'll pause it. I'm at 54 minutes. Tell me when your commercials are back, Doug. That's weird that we got commercials at different time. You know, when we first started streaming movies on here, and where a lot of us were on here together, like me and Doug and Rick and Cody, it seemed like we were Cody never he rarely ever streams like the actual movie. It was somebody else. Oh, Scott back in the day. Was it Scott? We seemed to always be on the same time frame of when the commercial would come on here, but nowadays we're not. It doesn't matter because my last name is included in my name on YouTube. I'm back. Okay, well, the reason I say is your name when it reads it to me, like I just heard it and it automatically reads on my iPhone. Who sent? It says you said no, and no, it's a Full Mass Trick or Treat Studios did it. Doug, you dropped some coinage in, man. Wouldn't that thing be like 60 or 70 bucks? Holy shit. The thing reads it and says Doug Bettine sent me a message. Is that how you pronounce your last name? Bettine? Either way. Once you're back, let me know and I'll restart mine. You know, I'll give Doug credit. Other than that week when we did a live, I don't remember when it was, Friday or Saturday, because of my schedule. You were already back, so I started back. He's been on here pretty much every week, and so does Rick. So you guys are the OGs. You guys are the bomb. And you know what? We haven't had a lot of those porn shit. It's pronounced Botine. Well, hey, that's exactly how it said it. Mine is pronounced Jeff Man. Here it comes. We get the fix. One thing leads to another. I like this part. If anybody sees me, they won't know what I'm bopping my head to. We need to do karaoke. I don't know the words. She's playing a little pool. She put everything in one hole. Oh, that's what she said. Do what they say what they mean. One thing leads to another. Am I going to copyright it? One thing leads to another. I like it how it transitions to where you're hearing it just out of her headphones. What do you guys think of my singing? It's awesome, isn't it? Oh, shut up, Bert. What they say what they mean. One thing leads to another. I should come on here every week and sing.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Enough, I get the point.
That's what it would be, mass hysteria, if I come on here and sung every week. You said, but no, I said Botine. It was just the way it sounded. Botine. Botine. I need to get one of those. That's pretty fucking cool. Dude, I was telling Cody every year for the past it was like 1 year and skipped a year because of COVID. Like, so 3 out of the last 4 years, I've been on the hunt for a good Michael Myers mask because of the new movies. For once, I don't have to worry about buying a Michael Myers mask. And she done broke some like expensive shit up in here. What happens if that's like a Ming Dynasty vase? It's rich. It's not a vase. It's a vase if you're rich. And she'd be like, wouldn't their mother have heard that shit? Oh, this is when she gets suspicious. Her mink coats, are upstairs. If you're in a movie, if you're anywhere other than a movie, do you talk to yourself out loud like that? Wouldn't you have just in your mind said, I thought she said these were in the basement. Would you have said that out loud? She discovers some photos that are not of the people she talked to. There's the car they saw in the driveway, and it's got a family that's not. It's not them. Oh, shit. She'd be so out of there. She's going to check the car. Or I guess, or were they driving that car? It was that old ass van. Man, that's a shagging van right there. You sent a picture of what it looks like. Oh God. That means I got a picture of Doug wearing the mask. Woo! Doug, put your fucking shirt back on, dude. Before you send me photos. I see your beard hanging down up under it. It looks cool though. I like it. I can see your eyes in there up under there. I got harassed by Doug. I need to drink a beverage. Warn me before you send me pictures without your shirt on, man. I need more moonshine. She's starting to get worried. She's starting to get worried. Yeah, let's get that butcher knife. Yeah, I need to take another trip. I went by Spirit when they opened. Was it last week? Someday last week. I figured I'd wait a week and go back in there. There's a couple things I'm looking for. Hey, Doug, there is one thing I'm looking for. I'll see if I can't find it. I'll see if you get it. I might give you a couple extra bucks. Let me Google it and I'll see it. I know. I was just being funny, dude. He really didn't send me anything other than his sexy shoulders. See if I can find it real quick. Did they have any of these at your Spirit? It's like a VHS style case that's got collectibles inside of it. I think they only sell for like $14. It says Spirit Collector's Box. It's got a lanyard, a patch, 2 decals, and 2 buttons. I want it, but I want the Halloween one because I actually have a Halloween 2 VHS. I thought would look cool in the box. They didn't have them in my store. I think they've got one for It, Trick or Treat, and Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and Harry Potter. See, they probably had them. It's like my store, like all the damn scalpers coming up in there buy shit and like go and throw it on eBay and sell it. That's why I have to get to the Dollar Tree before everybody. There's YouTubers in my area, and there's also people that scalp up stuff and sell it. So that sucks. Or she's getting a little scared now. She's going upstairs. I like that where you see the shadow of her and the knife first before you actually see her. Got the creaky stairs. She heard some spooky noises. What is it? Like, are you in there? You didn't shit yourself, did you? They didn't pay me enough to clean that up. Oh, snap. Look up in the attic. Got the satanic symbols and everything all lined up in there. Shit's about to get real now. So we as a viewer know more information than she does now. Up until this point, we pretty much had the same info she had. So now this is the point where if you were seeing it in the theater or somewhere, you'd be like, no, don't go up there. Stop. Or if you're sadistic, you'd be like, get your ass up there. Or if you're Dr. Loomis, you'd be like, you get your ass away from there. She just gave that motherfucker a $12 tip for the shittiest pizza that she's holding sideways. Mm-hmm. So you don't see the guy's face there, but now you know he's wandering around the house, and here you the reveal. Look at who the pizza guy is. They sold out of the Frankenstein tumbler line, and they never got the exclusive Spirit Halloween Sam shirt in the store. They didn't have any of the Frankenstein canvases in the store. Mine had some canvases. Let me see. I did a video. I haven't posted it, so this might be exclusive. Because I was thinking about buying the Halloween one. Did you see the Mars Attacks? Did you see the Mars Attacks mask in there? Mine didn't have a Frankenstein canvas. It had the Michael Myers, Laurie, and then the twins from Shining, and then it had a Michael Myers and Jason canvas, And then it had It and Freddy. I didn't see a Frankenstein one either. Did you see that? What do you call it? Texas Chainsaw Massacre animatronic. There was $349. And that's a bad number. Phone's not working. She's trying to decide she's gonna call 911. She dialed 911 and that was like so quick. She dialed 911 and then hung up. She should have just went ahead and told her. The Mars attacks mask, though, I thought was cool because it's got the head part and then it's got a separate jaw part so that the jaw actually moves. I thought that was a pretty neat idea. Look, she's like basically turning every light on in the damn house. Doug Bettine sent me a message. It looks kind of cool. If you could get 20% off of it, if you signed up for their coupons, or when you go to the website, if you go to the website and you look up the location of your store and hit more info, as of right now, there is a coupon, but it said it ran out today, I think. Or is it run out on the 13th? Today is the 13th. Duh. You could have got 20% off of it. Or did you get 20% off of anything you already bought? Hey, the pizza tasted bad to her. Do you think them fuckers went to the same place that she bought pizza? Her and the girl bought it earlier, and it tasted bad, or was it because they put drugs in it? What do you think? I heard Scream 7 has a director now. I'm not too excited about it. I wasn't too impressed with the director's previous work, but I'll still go see the movie. I read who it was, and I can't remember now what his name was. Let me look. I can't remember either. They did announce it. Who is it? Give me the name. Christopher Landon. Oh, dude, Christopher Landon is pretty good. He did Freaky. He did Happy Death Day 1 and 2. So I'm kind of jazzed that he got the, step up to a good franchise. I love Freaky, and I really like the first Happy Death Day. It's not really his fault as director that Happy Death Day 2 isn't as good because they decided to go a little bit different route. It's more Back to the Future than it is horror. But Happy Death Day is fucking awesome, and so is Freaky. I like both of those, so I think he'll do a good job with it. Glad to get some new blood up in there. I mean, they need to do something. Once you get into 6 and 7, you know, the quality, I give them credit, of the Scream movies has stayed pretty consistent. They've spread them out over time. Unlike, like, you know, back in the day when Freddy and Halloween and Texas Chainsaw, when they were trying to pump one out like every year or two. So if they drugged the pizza, would it have been enough really to do anything? Comment above his. Botine. I said botine. Are you saying bow or bow? Bow as in take a bow, or bow as in hair bow? So how do you pronounce the bow part? Bow as in Bo and Luke Duke, or bow as in, or bow as in take a bow? Ooh. Somebody had some fucking pubes to shave there, man. That is a tub full of pubes. That was almost as bad as in the Vacation reboot, when they got that Brillo pad full of pubes that they were cleaning the tub with. Had mushrooms growing out of the fucking out of the damn drain. She would be gone by now. Come on now. No, it just sounds like I said butt teen. I don't say butt. But I say bow, as in bow teen. It's just the way it sounds. I know what I'm saying. It's a shitty microphone. Bow teen. Is she going to go to the attic? Or is she going to stop short? This thing's trying to build tension like a mofo. She pulled the one thing and it blew a whole fuse in the house, in the whole house. You cover your eyes up. That's going to help. I'm not rewinding the video. I know what I say. It just sounds that way. Probably because I'm drinking. It's Bow-teen. Bow-teen. It's like, is it butt-teen, like canteen, butt-teen? She's passing out now. Whoa, sorry. She's getting a little dizzy. There's no way, if for the little amount of pizza she ate, that would have done this. That's the part that's a little unrealistic to me. Now she's passed out on the floor, getting ready to take a nap with Doug's trick or treat throw. We're all out of moonshine. Kicking the butt. I love you, man. You know I do. I didn't say butt teen. I'll say it slow next time. It's my southern drawl. I'll say it next time. Bow teen. I'll just call you Dougie Fresh. That's all we need to say is Dougie Fresh. All right, so now that's the reveal there where she wakes up in her cute little sacrificial gown and panties in the middle of the attic floor, right on top of the satanic symbol, tied up with a gag in her mouth. And here comes Mr. Um, here comes the original family members here, all in their gown. And there's the pizza guy. Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. Should have shown her breasts. They should have had her in a gown that opens up so that then when they do this part where she gets impregnated, then that part you'd have seen it. Who is this right here? Who's that ugly mofo right there? Oh yeah, she got her little cotton panties on. He's looking like, are we gonna do her? Are we doing her? Are we gonna do her? Some angle she looks like Jenna Ortega, maybe a little bit. She is the white Jenna Ortega. Oh snap! They putting the symbols in blood on her belly. Oh, they got the what is that? They got the devil skull on her. Oh, they going all out with this shit here. Now they getting ready to cut their wrists. They want enough just to draw the symbol in blood on her. Gotta have some like real blood. Oh snap! Drawing some shit on her head. What the fuck is that? What they write on there? Shouldn't they like be chanting something or saying something? Oh, I forgot about this part. They gonna pour that shit in her mouth. Here comes the devil semen. Come on, girl. Take it all. Take it. Oh, she scratched her. Who tied those knots, man? The other one's just standing around doing nothing. She's like untying like every knot. She had to untie like 3 different knots, and they're just standing around yelling like, "What's going on?" She's like, "And before I run away anymore, let me spit out this devil's semen." Oh my eye! You know, I often wonder when like people get stabbed in the eye and shit. Like nobody ever says that. Oh my eye! Holy shit! There's her friend. She saw her head. They need what's his head from Chop Top from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 chasing her. Kill that bitch! Kill that bitch! He's all running with like one eye. Oh, he's trying to corner her. What the fuck, dude? Shot her with a fucking gun? Oh, snap. That's a good throat slit there. Damn. He's like, my eye was one thing, but come on now. I guess you should have aimed for her heart. Or was he just trying to stop her? I guess he was trying to stop her and return her back up to the attic. Bitch, going back up to the attic now. I wonder if that was her son. I think if you look up on Internet Movie Database, they've got the same name. So that was probably her son. Get that bitch. Get that bitch, Leatherface. Get that bitch. Oh, she's starting to see visions. Was that a woman? Damn, how much blood she fall into? The whole front of that thing's red. There you are. You hog bitch. It's going to work in spite of you, you little bitch. I don't remember this part. Oh, pull that wig off. What Lord is she praying to? Is it because it can't be the real Lord, the Lord of darkness? She's stabbing her up in the back. That she fell in so much blood, the whole gown is red. This movie reminds me of the Meg, where like nothing happened, like randomly for the first 45 minutes, and then everything crams into the end. She got his gun. It's pretty smart. I'll give her credit for that. The son was in Hatchet too. He was fucking his ex-wife. Really? That guy's been in a lot of movies. Oh, she's still seeing visions. Was that a woman that was drawing the shit on her? Trying to get away. She's in basically hurt everybody. Wait. It's a lot of blood loss, man. That dude's old and got all that blood losing. It'd be done for by now. She running. Got a cemetery by the house. Dude, she should have known this was bad news. Got a cemetery by the house. It was a demon dude. Really? I don't know. The only reason I asked, it was something I was looking up on the Internet Movie Database about this movie. And it said, when you look at it, there's a character called Mother that's a woman. I don't know. You think it's the one they call Demon? Could be. But the person with the messed up face wasn't the demon. It had a hooded figure on. It's got to be a human. The demon was the second one she saw. Who's Mother? Like there was a character called Mother. He still thinks he's going to talk to her. She thought she's going to kill herself and get it over with. But we don't fade to credits. We go to the news. So she ended the ritual, which means the lunar eclipse ended quicker than it was supposed to. I like that music. Can you buy the soundtrack to this thing? I don't want to buy an audio CD of it. They should sell a vinyl of this. It would sound wicked cool. I like this little semi twist of an ending here. Where she didn't die, she's laying there with her head wrapped up. Nurse comes in. Do you own this movie, Doug, or anybody that watches this? Let me know in the comments. I actually own this on Blu-ray myself. Here's the twist. Both of you. Dun, dun, dun. She is pregnant. And there we have it, folks. The big reveal. And there we are with House of the Devil. I liked it. The Innkeepers actually is the next one. Hey, there's a movie that I was considering watching next. Have you seen it, Doug? Called Starry Eyes. I really like it. It's weird. I'm not gonna start this thing. I think it's a pretty cool movie. It's a little bit different than this, and it's got a little bit of nudity in it, nudity, whatever you want to call it. So, but I don't know. Do you have a movie in mind, Doug? Because there's not a lot of people left on here. So one week I want to give you a choice where you just actually pick the movie that we watch. Even though I have veto power, what's a good movie that you could recommend? Sorry, I was answering an email. So yeah, Doug, if you got an idea of anything we can watch next week, let me know because I might let you have choice here pretty soon. Housebound is pretty good. I like Housebound. Let's do Housebound next week. Dougie Fresh, who's been a supporter of the channel since I started doing live streams, I want to give him. That's actually a good choice. It's a horror. It's got a little bit of quirky comedy to it. It's got a little bit of a twist in the end. I like it. So we're going to do Housebound next week. I haven't watched that in a while, but I actually have watched it. It's pretty good. It was one of those. I don't. Is it on here? I really like that music. I can't find the soundtrack. My remote was messing up. Might have been because I was using my phone as a remote too. So, um, would you say Housebound? Me type it on my phone. It's probably because I got the remote open on that. Housebound. You know, Cody is a fucking bomb for like picking Tubi because it doesn't have that many commercials in it. Like Pluto TV has like way too many commercials in it. Yep, still says it's on here. I can't read that far. Too far away. I got to put my old man glasses on. Hold on a second. It's an hour and 51 minutes. It's a little longer than most of the ones we watch, but it's fine. A violent young woman and felon gets placed under house arrest, but prison would be safer for her than what becomes a halfway house of paranormal horror. Yeah, I like it. So yeah, we're gonna watch Housebound next week. Something different. I really like it. What I might do, good idea for me, is some of these ones that we watch that are kind of off the wall. I might actually start reviewing a little bit after we watch them. Yeah, I think that might have been what it was. Mother might have been the person that was disfigured, and then the demon was what she saw flashes on the, like with the face with the grapes or blood or whatever it was on there. So yeah, so that's cool. This is, like I said, House of the Devil isn't for everybody. It's a little bit of a slow burn, but because of the atmosphere, the vibe, the acting is really good in it. They've got some decent character actors. Amanda Donahoe does a really good job of basically the heart of the movie. Probably 3/4 of it is just her and a bunch of side characters. So I think it was a really good movie. I'm surprised she hasn't done way more than what she's done so far, but I give her credit, man. She really carried this movie. It was really good. So thumbs up. I really like this movie for the atmosphere alone and the 80s vibe. So um so yeah, but next week we'll watch Housebound. Was that from 2014? Yeah, it's a horror movie that's got some comedy elements in it. And I own that on Blu-ray myself. So that's pretty good. I like that. Good choice. I never watched Housebound, just saw the trailer and thought, look, it is pretty good. I mean, the main actress in it is kind of like this, carries a lot of the movie. It's got a little bit of some quirky characters in it. I don't think it was made in the US. I think it was made in either like Australia or New Zealand or somewhere like that. I just remember the people have accents in it, but I don't remember where they're from. But either way. All right, well, appreciate everybody that stopped by tonight and watched House of the Devil. If you watch this now, or if you come back after the fact, I don't think this one so far. Let me check real quick before we get off here. They, like I was telling you, they keep tagging my shit with suitability ads because of the content. I tried to be nice during the first few minutes, so that I didn't get hit with any of that shit. I don't think they've hit it so far, so that's cool. So like I said, anybody that comes in now or later, thumbs up on the video, like it. I don't care what you comment. Jeff sucks. Dougie Fresh rules the world. Anything. You almost managed to get Simple Monster Squad shirt before it went on pre-order. That's cool. Put a comment down below of anything, especially if you're watching it after the fact, because it'll get some views going on the video. Anybody that wants to support me, like I said, you got the ways here. You can like, comment, subscribe, or You could have sent super chats, but if not, after the fact, you can do super thanks, or you can hit me on some Cash App. Anybody wants to support the channel? I'm probably getting ready. I think I've got it worked out. I've started working on my Patreon, so I'm going to do that. There's going to be levels all the way down to like $1, I think, per month. So, yeah, Doug said it. Have a nice night, everybody. Yeah, anybody that watches now in the future, thank you for the support. I couldn't do this without you. Hopefully this channel will keep growing and we'll keep watching movies together and keep talking about them. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the banner. And then I'm going to go ahead and sign out. So until next time, boys and girls, this has been JEFFMAN316. That's me right there. Host of Let's Talk Movies. I'm signing out right now, and I'm going to say you guys be safe out there.
Mr. Mayor, Chief, ladies and gentlemen.